Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, if you leave me a like and a subscribe and a comment, that'd be fantastic. Had some really good feedback overnight. Got some new subscribers, a lot of new viewers, some likes. I think you guys really liked it. So it's really good positive stuff for me and my channel. Trying to build that community, and I love the feedback, and hopefully you guys stick around. I'm planning on putting out 3 videos a week. So keep consistent and keep you guys around and really build this community. As you guys know, Leeds drew 1-1 with Newcastle this morning. I've just made a video and it didn't record properly, and I'm probably glad it didn't because I went a bit off the rails. So I'll start again. What do I think of that performance? We needed 3 points and we get 1. Glass half full. It was a good point away from home. Realistically, we should be beating Newcastle. I look at the ladder and I'm thinking, who's actually below us? Who will be the 3 teams that will be below us come the end of the year if we keep playing like this? Because we can't rely on having a purple patch where we get 3, 4, 5 wins on the trot. Assuming we play like this all year and this team isn't going to click for some reason, even though we've only added 2 players. Anyway, for some reason this team won't click. Where will we end up? So the only team that I can think of that will guaranteed be worse than us this year, not guaranteed, but I'm 99% sure, is Norwich. You can make arguments for Watford, but right now, they are higher in the ladder, they've got a win at least, and they've got a better goal difference than us. I don't know who the other team is, because I would have said before today, Burnley and Newcastle, because Burnley was difficult away from home. We had Man United and we had Liverpool, who are Champions League teams. We had Everton, who are a decent team we played all right against, but they probably deserve the win. So, who is actually worse than us right now in the league? And I can genuinely say I don't know who that third team is, because Burnley and Newcastle is quite clearly what our level is at the moment. Those championship quality players are starting to shine out now. They're starting to prove that we didn't invest enough, we didn't bring in enough players. And if I see one more person talking about Alioski coming back, I'm gonna flip out. Alioski or Firpo all day. He's only had 5 games. Just give him a break. Let him get on with it. Don't get on his back. The people you should be getting on the back of is our club captain, Liam Cooper. Look, he had an okay game, but it's been a poor season. And the same with Ayling. So far, it's been a very poor start. Ayling had a better game, but there was just those signs of silly mistakes. Silly mistakes. I'm glad Cooper wasn't pulling too many shirts today, because you would think after giving away a penalty, you stop pulling shirts. Against Liverpool, pulling shirts. Stop pulling people's shirts. It's quite clear you don't get away with it because you're not crafty enough and you're not quick enough. So stop doing it. Ayling has an okay game, gives away the ball a couple of times, gets injured. His confidence is all over the shop at the moment. I don't know what's going on in his head. It's this snowballing effect where it's starting to get to the point of no return. I don't know what's going on in his head. Had Stuart Dallas on the right. He played okay, I guess. I thought the backline was poor overall. St. Maximin, I said he was going to score. I just keep seeing this crap online about how he's got a poor end product, blah, blah, blah. He's just got them a point. So I don't want to hear about St. Maximin being overrated or not being that good, because he just tore as a new arsehole today. Skipping past 3, 4 blokes every single attack, and we had no answer. We had no idea on how to deal with him. No idea. Calvin Phillips played okay. Yeah, it was a standard Phillips performance. A couple of misplaced passes, but overall, it is what it is. I guess the frustrating part, and we've been talking about it for weeks now, is these little 5-yard passes. It's half-assed. They're not fizzed in. There's no purpose. It feels like at the back we're low on confidence and we're shaky from minute 1. And there's no reason to be shaky from the start, but we are, no matter who we play. That midfield today was not good. The Newcastle midfield is nothing special, and we struggled. Matt Ritchie, everyone talks about how much how useless he is, and we had him absolutely bombing down the right-hand side today. or left, whatever it was on, I don't know. Hit the post. We didn't close him down. He's not good. Why are we allowing teams to do this? Why did all of a sudden this man marking thing's not even working? The pressure wasn't there. If we were playing like this and we had have added 5, 6, 7 players, then maybe I'd turn around and say, yep, okay, maybe we need to just mix and match and find the right squad. This is the same team that finished 9th last year, plus Firpo. Because Dan James isn't a starter, he's only just come in. So, same team plus Firpo, who's a better player than Alioski. Alioski, we don't want him back. It was great to have him around for the banter, blah, blah, blah. He wasn't good enough. He had a couple of good games and everyone's living in the past now and want to bring him back. No. Rodrigo in the middle with Click. I thought Click had a meh game. At times went forward and looked alright. Other times lost the ball and looked stupid on the ball. Wasting opportunities going forward. We looked like we had no idea. No creativity. No creativity at all. Rodrigo, that was his time to shine. He did okay, but it was a good little bit of link-up play with Rafinha for the goal, but except for that, it wasn't anything special. He had an okay game. It was one of his better performances for the year, but that's not saying much, seeing he's been pretty poor so far. Bamford isolated again. Working hard, yeah, sure, working hard, but at some point, you've got to put the ball in the back of the net. That one that falls on his right foot, I will back most of my viewers to put that in the back of the net. Callum Wilson, Danny Ings, of course Harry Kane, all put that in the back of the net. You've got one cap for England now. You are now international footballer. Act like it. Start putting the ball in the back of the net. All these heavy touches that weren't there last year, but now your touch has gone to shit as well. Start putting the ball in the back of the net. It's only just working hard stuff is only going to work for so long. And Bielsa's going to back you up. But when the fans start turning, and I'm not going to be one that turns, but in the stadium, fans will start turning, and when they do, your confidence will be right down the shitter. Rafinha looked alright today, played well, was man of the match for the team, I guess. Looked dangerous, got brought off from an injury, I think, I don't know. Got brought off for Somerville, was buzzing. Somerville got his his debut. Looked okay, I guess. Nothing to call home about, but he was okay. He looked like he wanted to be direct. Looked a bit cautious, but that's expected. You're a young kid about to playing your first game in the Premier League. And then on the Dan James, everyone's rinsing him online, but geez, give the guy some slack. It's his second game. Dan James comes off for Tyler Roberts. Now, Tyler Roberts, this is the difference between Junior Firpo and Tyler Roberts. Everyone slating Junior Firpo. The reason I say give him time, give him up to 10 games before you start making judgment, he has to get acclimatized. You know that when the player comes in, Bielsa doesn't introduce him for at least 2 months. He's being thrown straight in because he's got nobody else. And unfortunately, he's not up to scratch yet. And he won't be fitness-wise, game plan-wise. He will still be behind, so just give him time. The opposite is for Tyler Roberts. At what point is he going to grow up and show his quality? Everyone talking about how he's got great touch. He's got poor finishing, poor decision making. He put it out for about 5 corners today. Dinking balls over the top when nobody's there. Timing it poorly. Getting to the byline. Putting the cross in, but not even getting to the box. Ball doesn't get to the box before it's out of play. Hitting Rosie with crosses. I can't keep defending him. I don't mind Tyler Roberts. He seems like a nice bloke, but there's only so much they can get you. You need to actually perform on the football field. You're not going to stick around because you're an alright guy. He's not, and Bielsa's so persistent with him, and he's one that's going to get slaughtered by the fans, and I can't blame him. They're all saying, I hope he never pulls his shirt on again. I'm probably in the same boat at the moment. So he probably needs to get taken away from the limelight, play him in some under-23s, stop bringing him on in random positions, because again, why is he out wide? At least just bring Rodrigo off. You've been playing him in the middle, so put him back in the middle. Don't put him out wide now. It's just going to confuse the lad. He already seems a bit confused by the whole thing. Melia played all right today, made some good saves, probably saved us from getting beat today. So Melia is one of the shining lights, him and Stroik. But, you know, when Newcastle had 17 shots and majority, like it was a good 60%, 70% were inside the box. Like, you can't let St. Maximin run at 3 or 4 blokes. You can't let Matt Ritchie hit the friggin' post, man. He's like, what? I don't understand how they can have 35% of the ball and have 17 shots. We have 65 and have 21 and probably create the same amount of good opportunities. Bamford's got to slot that. I'm going to keep harping on about it, but, you know, there's no excuse of being a championship footballer anymore. That was an excuse in the championship. Oh, you know, it's championship. Well, no, you're a second-year Premier League footballer who scored 17 goals last season. Act like it. I think Liam Cooper needs to be brought out of the limelight. I know he's club captain, but he's the 4th place centre-back. I can't blame Ayling too much. He played okay today, and he's not really a centre-back, he's a right-back. So I'm not going to say too much about him, but Liam Cooper, nah, he's not the one. We got West Ham this week. Antonio's going to tear them to shreds, tear Cooper to shreds. He's gonna have no idea what to do with him. I'm really worried about the West Ham game. We could potentially be going to the game, going to game 6 and finishing game 6 with 3 points overall. Because I don't know how we beat West Ham. They convincingly beat us 2-0 last year. Convincingly. Like, I'm not talking, it could have been 4 or 5. It was just 2-0 and they looked so good at the back and we were never going to score a goal. And the way we're playing right now, where we're not creating anything special. Like, it's not like this game was 21 quality shots that we come away going, we should have won that. I came away going, yeah, probably a point against a team who's low on confidence with a manager like Steve Bruce. Newcastle fans want him out. But anyway, I'll stop harping on. That's my thoughts on it. This is where we're at. We've got 4 more games on this run, 3 or 4 more games, whatever it is, of some decent teams, bar West Ham, who's going to spank us in this upcoming game. We're just going to deal with it. Just, they need to get confidence. I don't know where from. Just, yeah, I don't know. It feels like they're not turning the corner at the moment. But anyway, again, thank you for the support in the last video. Thanks for the support. It's been 2 weeks now since I started uploading videos. I really appreciate it. Drop me a like on this one again. Sorry for the rant, but it's a bit frustrating. Wanting the 3 points. Look, we move on to West Ham. We go again. Who knows? We might end up coming away from that game with 3 points, and it's a completely different mentality. But we all said that about this game. Oh, Liverpool game, we lost, and everyone's freaking out. We'll beat Newcastle. It's okay, and then watch all the fans turn back the other way. Well, no, we just got a point, and everyone's just going, no, this is quite obviously like this is our level now. We're being found out, and this is now our level until I see otherwise. But it's going to have to be a string of games to make me get convinced again, because this is not looking good. Anyway, I'll stop there. Yeah, drop me a like, drop me a subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments, and peace.